Welcome back to part 3 of the Q&A with ESG of what has been compiled together of community's questions and feedback from the devs themselves and playtesting that has been happening over the past couple weeks or so. Have you guys experienced many bugs so far in these playtests? The good news is that in the second playtest, there was no new bugs that popped up that we weren't already aware of and in the process of fixing. This weekend, we will still have some of those bugs, which is fine. They will be gone in the fourth playtest, but as we have more people added, it's all about stressing the game to find more. But things are going according to plan thus far. What is up with the soundtracks? Do you guys got some good music on there? I pray that you guys do. Real talk, we actually receive a lot of compliments on it. Can't front, but subjective, of course. We're still bringing new artists in all the time, so feel free to submit if you see this. You never know. Can we hit someone so hard their helmet flies off? Not in year one, but trust me, we love the idea as much as anyone else, so it's something we like to make happen over time. Will you be able to earn VC from playing, or is that strictly purchased through the store? SP. But yes, you can earn it by playing for sure. So, for those that don't know, VC is like the virtual currency that 2K has. Basically, ESG has SP, which is called spinning points in the game. How bad are the microtransactions? Is it similar to 2K? Being that the game is 100% free to download and play all modes, we do need to make money to stay in business. So it works in two ways. Think Fortnite and think 2K. Skins and emotes in the game will be more like Fortnite. No outfit will give you a skill boost or anything like that. When it comes to builds, think of 2K. You can grind or pay, but paying to make your build better will not negatively affect gameplay for others. As mentioned before, the matchmaking is not like 2K. You will not be playing games as a 65 overall against people who are 90s. It doesn't work that way. Playing in 60s or 70s is still challenging and fun for people who are grinding. Is there any NFL players who would be a character in the game? Yes, but not active players. That would be in violation of the NFLPA. Madden has the exclusive rights to active players. So, do you have to be a two-way player or can you just play on offense or defense? Your build would play offense and defense, but the type of build you make can just focus more on his attributes on one side of the ball. This adds to more strategic decisions. How is the grind gonna be? Not trying to spend weeks upgrading a guy. I'm trying to play. We give a lot of SP out after each game. What positions vary? Offensively, defensively, like wide receiver or cornerback? What are the rest? You can make any combo offensively and defensively. It's not locked like receiver, cornerback. If you wanted, you can make a receiver slash D tackle. Kind of crazy, right? Will the game be available for the PS4 or is it just the new gen? Because I would like to play it. Only new gen, unfortunately. I personally don't make music, but I wanted to suggest some music, or is it going to be copyright? Yeah, nah, we can't just place music in. There's copyright and legal in general. Are you guys going to host tournaments eventually, like a 2K or Fortnite? Of course. Will you release the player builder to the public while working on these closed betas? That's a great idea. We love to, but it's not up to us. It's up to the consoles. So I don't believe we can. How will all the special teams work, like punt return and kickoff and that stuff? There's no kickoffs in 7 vs 7, but there are in 11 vs 11. Punts, field goals, and extra points are in both modes. What is the next step after this upcoming beta? The next couple of playtests will be the same. Increase the size of the playtests, play, play, and play, and find any bugs, fix them, and basically repeat the process. The last playtest was very promising, so we're very excited to see where we will be after the next 2 playtests. Is there a career mode? Not in year one. That's one of the things that we have to build upon as we generate revenue. How many builds can you have at one time? 10 plus. We're just confirming data with it as we scale it up. How many head taps were there in the last beta test? Oh, quite a few actually. We haven't even shown all the jump catches in the game yet. It's only going to get better. Are ski masks going to be in the game? Of course. When creating a team, what do you think is going to be the best, most sought out position? You need to be great play caller, but you 100% will need people who can block for your halfback. Many can route run, but blocking is a whole different skill. So guys, for people that are just used to playing cornerback or receiver, for the most part from Madden or college football, be aware we haven't been able to experience the lineman interactions since probably the PS2 era. We're bringing that back, and it's going to be a completely new challenge. So if I'm a 90 overall, can I play with my friend that's a 70 overall? If I can, how will the matchmaking work? Not at initial release. You have to be within the same range. This is where having multiple builds helps. In the future, a lower build overall will be able to be invited up to better lobbies, but a higher build can't ever come into a weaker lobby. With trash talk on the mic, are you guys going to be very strict, like cursing or only extreme stuff? All that stuff mainly comes down to the consoles when reporting someone. But don't take anything over the line. So basically, if you want to trash talk, do your trash talking. But there's a lot of sensitive people out there. And of course, they're probably going to make multiple accounts and try to report you. But as far as restricting anything, no. There is no limits to what you can do when it comes to trash talking. Will defense grades go down for not being in the right zone? Not upon initial release, but over time, yes, absolutely. There would be a learning curve in the beginning, so we're not going to add it immediately. New thought, where there would be leaderboards and things like factions, ranked, the leaderboard ranking system that we have cooked up will be pretty dope in our opinion, but it won't be there day one because we want people to learn a little more about the game first. Are there going to be tournaments play and will there be esports teams? If so, I'm down. That's 100% what we are working towards. I can't get into specifics, but definitely what we want to bring to you guys in the near future. So, is the 7 vs 7 and 11 vs 11 gonna eventually be all user controlled so there's no AI? Yes, sir. This weekend playtest will be up to all users in the game. Can't wait. Can you do juke moves with your quarterback behind the line of scrimmage? In the future, yeah. We're holding it back at launch just to see how the community strategizes without that exact feature before releasing it. So, does a 99 release versus 99 press? Who wins most if the time? Two-part answer. One part comes down to RNG, of course, in video games, but another part comes down to skill gap. There are ways in our game to set yourself up for better success, so it just comes down to who does that better. How many players do y'all have till the game release? No rush at all, just wondering. The real answer here is technically as many as it takes, but the hope is not too many more. And the game does feel pretty good right now. We just have to be extra sure. Will there be substitution players in the rec or pro-am in case the starters are tired? No, sir. Not in year one. Stamina and endurance attributes matters. How many people have applied for the beta? Thousands. Which can be seen as bad news because it makes it hard for everyone wanting to play right now. But ultimately, great news for the community as there is a lot of interest in the game. Since there is no AI, what happens if someone in your team quits or lags out? There is AI for those who have watched content about us and heard full user no AI. That is referring to the capacity to have a full game without AI. Our competitive scene will not have AI because it would be full user matches. But it is important to remember that there's another side to the experience beyond just competitive esports. When the average user experiences the game, AI will pick up where there is a lack of a user. If someone lags out or simply takes too long to ready up, we're not going to ruin the experience of other gamers by making them wait for a full 11 versus 11 match. Is there a music variety in the soundtrack, assuming there is one? All country music, all the time. Just joking. There's variety, but in year one, probably a little less variety than we like. This is simply due to the budget. The artists we selected are phenomenal, in our opinion, but we're still limited. As the company grows, the collaborative opportunities grow as well, and that allows us to dive into many genres of music. Some of the best sports games in the past introduce us to music we would have otherwise never heard if not for the game. We want to be there eventually someday. What's the next step when you release this and EA re releases it on Madden? That's a great question. Any great product will naturally be followed up with copycats. So you have to be ready for anyone to emulate your ideas. This is why we went dark last year, and it's also a part of the reason we don't feel the need to show gameplay any further. We don't name names, but we're certain that our promotion led to other companies making certain decisions. We won't dive into all the future strategies for good reason, but it's important to have a good foundation of tech and build from there. It will be a dogfight because we are an indie game, and many keep forgetting that. But we're ready for the challenge. So, guys, if you guys got any more questions, comment down below. For the most part, a lot of people has been play testing and they have been getting their feedback and their opinions on what they had experienced. So I recommend you guys go check them out. I told you guys at first I didn't really want to try to get into the play tests for the beta, but as we're moving forward, I think I'm trying to do so. I did get reached out today about getting into the next upcoming playtest for this upcoming weekend, and it's going to be with like 200 players. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can, get the code and get in. Right now, I just recently made a Twitter, so make sure you guys follow the link down below in the description to my Twitter and go retweet the tweet because you guys will have a opportunity yourself to get a code and to get a chance to play in the beta. So, if you guys want a opportunity to do so, go follow me on Twitter, go retweet my tweet, like, and all that jazz. And how you are selected is based off the retweet, and a random winner will be selected, and you will have a chance and an opportunity to be able to play. So, um, trying to work closely with ESG and trying to make my way up there to the point where, I can get my hands on experience and officially give you guys my feedback, opinion on it. Of course, had a signed NDA with them, and I'm only allowed to speak on certain things based off what, I'm able to do so with them. So, please bear with me on information, but all the information that you guys seen from these parts was from them themselves responding to the community that has been asking them questions. Of course, you guys feel free to go search for other content creators that had their experience with the game because they can give you guys a little bit more of an insight and opinion on their experience on, you know, their beta testing. So I'm looking forward to doing that myself so I can officially give you guys my feedback on any questions that you guys have. I also did have an interview with Lamont, so I wasn't really prepared for that interview, but I did ask him some important questions, and you guys have seen that video that I posted. Hopefully, that answered some of your guys' questions. I try to ask, on the fly questions that came to my mind about the game, but as we dive a little bit more into it and then seeing the feedback that's being given from people that have play tested so far, Um, it kind of changed my mind to go ahead and try to go forward with the playtesting and get my hands-on experience with the beta. So I want to get more into it so I can officially give you guys more official hands-on review and answer most of you guys' questions. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, check out the link down below in the description to my Twitter. Go retweet and all that good stuff because you will have a chance and the opportunity to play test in the beta. Now, it might not just be for this next one, but for any future beta testing, once you're you know, invited to the beta, you're automatically locked in for future beta. So you don't have to re-sign and or think that you might not be able to play for future playtests of betas. You're locked in and you're able to go ahead and play for the future beta playtesting. So that's a big plus. So once again, hopefully, my submission goes through and everything, and we just gotta see how it pans out. Once again, ask questions down below in the comments if you guys do have any, because it's time to officially get more into this game because it's much more realer than you think. So, like I said, once I get my hands-on experience with the beta playtest, I can officially tell you guys that it is something that's going to be, a game changer for the football genre. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about today's video. Hopefully these 3 parts answer majority of your guys' questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.